He said, I took 3 weeks off and I relaxed a little bit. Did he ever?
This is bad.
It's just bad.
Luka, you are a professional athlete.
Look at Luka's face. He's got a fat face.
Yes.
Is that not a fat face?
Yes.
It's just fat. He's got big old jowls.
Yes.
He's got puffy chipmunk
Yes.
cheeks.
He's 20, 30 pounds out of shape. This is flat out embarrassing for a professional, a guy that's making that kind of money.
Yep.
That you don't care enough to train in the off season.
Looks like a float in the Thanksgiving Day parade.
It does.
Right?
This is embarrassing. I'm like, damn.
Whew.
Somebody ate Luka. Luka ate somebody.
You are what you eat.
Right.
And if you eat so badly, you cannot overcome it.
Luka Doncic is possibly the most confusing basketball player to watch of all time. He makes shots that look impossible. He laughs in people's faces while making those shots, and the perception of him is that he is chubby. We just heard the fat shame video. Luka's weight up until this point has not slowed him down. Goran Dragic actually believes that the way Luka looks drives American NBA players crazy. The reason being, they simply look at him and ask, how are you possibly doing this? How do you almost average a 30-point triple-double in your second season? How do you average 36 points and 10 assists against a historically hyped-up defensive duo in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in your third season? How do you possibly shut the door on Chris Paul's legacy while coming back from a 3-2 series deficit against the top-seeded team in the Western Conference, the Phoenix Suns? Well, the only answer is Luka Doncic is not only elite, but to me, I have no problem saying that Luka Doncic is the next in line. We had Kobe, LeBron, and now the next to take on the ghost of Michael Jordan is Luka Doncic. So what's up, guys? Mike here, and in just his 9th playoff game, Luka broke the 300 points scored mark, something that has only been accomplished 3 times ever in a player's first 9 games. It was first done in 1970 by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar while he was still going by Lou Alcindor. It was then done in 1987 by Michael Jeffrey Jordan, and then in 2021 by Luka. Some pretty eye-popping names, and continuing on. In this year's playoffs, Luka became tied for the 3rd fastest player to record at least 700 points in his first playoff games, this time only trailing Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain. It is very, very clear that a young Luka Doncic has thrown himself into the conversation of one of the best young players to ever play. And yes, you have now heard Michael Jordan's name a lot with Luka Doncic. Personally, I believe in terms of guys that have a chance to pass Michael Jordan as the greatest basketball player to ever live, Luka is really just next in line. But I also want to make it very, very clear, before we get into this conversation, Michael Jordan is my GOAT. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I love Luka because I see Jordan in him. I see the trash talking. I see the competitive fire. I see the obsession. I see the need to win. So I love Michael Jordan. This video is certainly not at all meant to disrespect Michael Jordan, but we have to be fair. And Luka Doncic, he deserves the respect. The man has earned it. But before we continue, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to a huge friend of this channel, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's video. I have, of course, worked with SeatGeek for a long time, and I'm so happy to be working with them again. I mean, guys, I think we all can still feel it. Live events are still finally back. They're happening actually right now. Whether it's a sport, team, concert, or artist, you name it, our friends at SeatGeek have all of the tickets and have you covered. SeatGeek pulls tickets from all over the web to make buying simple. SeatGeek also rates tickets on a scale from 0 to 10, so you can be sure you're getting a great deal. Green means good, red means bad, and personally, I use this feature all of the time. I'm always heading for the green, I'll be honest. I will just say lately, I've gotten into baseball. I am now a Mets fan, as well as a St. John's fan. I'm repping Queens, so personally, I've been using SeatGeek to also bond with my fiance at Mets games. It was incredible, and using SeatGeek the way SeatGeek was designed was to be simple for you while also getting you the best deal possible. I mean, who doesn't want the best deal? I want the best deal, and SeatGeek has the best deal for you. Because right now, if you use the promo code 2KMike, you're going to get $20 off your first order on SeatGeek. It is that simple, $20 off. All you have to do is enter the promo code 2KMike. Go click the link in the description, make sure you use my promo code 2KMike, and get $20 off your first order after downloading SeatGeek. Guys, personally, I use SeatGeek all the time, and they are also the absolute best. They are the biggest friends of this channel, and so make sure to use the promo code 2KMike. And for now, let's get back into the video. Before he made it to the NBA, Michael Jordan won an NCAA championship with North Carolina. He had an iconic shot there, and he was also a gold medal winner. Before Luka Doncic made it to the NBA, he was the MVP and champion of the EuroLeague, the second best basketball league in the entire world. Different paths for sure, but also both Mike and Luka had tremendous tremendous success at a young age. Actually, I will say this type of success puts Luka in rarefied air, one-of-a-kind type success air. When Michael Jordan was leading his group of college stars with Bob Knight as their coach, on the way to the gold medal, Coach Knight was so impressed that he called the Blazers and yelled at their general manager to take Mike, only to be told, "We need a center." To which Knight replied, "So play him at center." Players who are this good do not come around often. I'd say the last time we've seen one who was this good seriously was LeBron James. Because the thing is, Luka has been doing this. Just as LeBron was a high school sensation, Luka Doncic was destroying everyone in his path before the EuroLeague. Watch here as in this under-13 tournament in Italy, a young Luka cooks everyone and finishes with a 54-point triple-double. He has been this guy forever. I truly believe that if Luka did grow up in the United States, he would already be anointed as the next Michael Jordan or LeBron James or someone close to that, because that's what we usually love to do. We love to throw people into the GOAT conversation. Instead though, with Luka, there has been some clear hesitancy. There was a ton of pressure on a young Kobe Bryant and a young LeBron James to become the next Michael Jordan because that is what the media said they would become. Only at the end of the day, who even cares? All that is manufactured anyway. What really matters is how good you are on the court. And in terms of on-the-court success, in terms of on-the-court results, Luka has been just as good as anyone ever at this young of an age. I do want to shout out right now in terms of playoff success. Tim Duncan comes to mind. He did have David Robinson, but he was the main guy on that championship. Also, Magic Johnson, of course, but Magic also had Kareem. For young stars who are not immediately put into a great system or who are not immediately paired with an older star, guys like Michael Jordan, guys like LeBron James, guys like Luka, things are a lot more difficult early on. But in terms of playoff success, 4 players ever have averaged at least 32 points and 9 rebounds per game in their first 4 seasons in the league. Those guys are Elgin Baylor, Bob McAdoo, Wilt Chamberlain, and Luka. In those same seasons, only 2 players have averaged at least 30 points and 7 assists per game in the playoffs. Those 2 guys are Oscar Robertson and Luka. So when comparing a young Luka to a young Michael Jordan, I have no problem saying that on paper right here, Luka does pull ahead. Statistically, in terms of on-the-court success, in those first 28 games, Luka led his team to the Western Conference Finals, while Michael Jordan, it took him actually longer. Mike hit his 28th game played of the playoffs on the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, and it also took Mike 70 games to win his first title. So Luka still has 42 to go. I think it's that simple. But again, I will emphasize, finding individual success as a young player, as a young star, like Luka, like a young LeBron, like a young Michael Jordan, again, if you do not have a great system in place early or great teammates to join early, your team better start moving fast, because players like Luka and LeBron are so rare that they win you too many games. There is no time to get more big-time draft picks. Even Kevin Durant ended up getting Russell Westbrook and James Harden on his team. In Luka's second season, he was in the playoffs battling the Clippers after averaging 28.8 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game. That was his second season. In that series, he also did this.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
In fact, I'd say a young Luka is starting to collect these moments. I feel like this should be etched in our brain. Remember, he did this after the Mavericks lost. They were down 3-2 to the top-seeded Suns, and Luka vanquished them. And look at how he did it. I mean, how do you guard this man?
27-point lead, down goes Johnson, 3, Luka, bullseye!
Deep in his bag like the fries are at the bottom.
Luka Doncic is absolutely putting on a show here, and the Dallas Mavericks are going to the Western Conference Finals.
And so to wrap this up, I will say before the shot, before this moment in time for Michael Jordan.
Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago.
I felt comfortable. We came in, we stuck tough, we hung right in there, gave ourselves a chance to win, and we won the ball game.
This was called the shot, but it could have been called the disaster. If this shot does not go in, we might have really had a disaster on our hands. Michael Jordan, before this, had won exactly 1 playoff series. This was his 5th season. Because this shot did go in, the Bulls would make the 1989 Eastern Conference Finals, and from there, they would lose again in the 1990 Eastern Conference Finals before then winning 6 of the next 8 championships. To say that confidence was not born from that first Eastern Conference Finals run would just be incorrect every single person on that team has talked about that confidence. Luka is fresh off a Western Conference Finals run, and he is now skinny and looking more in shape than ever before. So the NBA is scared, and they should be, because Luka Doncic is coming. There we have it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Man, I love talking about Luka. I will say, out of every non-Bull, my two favorite players are Luka Doncic and Jalen Green. Just in case you were wondering, if you could subscribe and turn on post notifications, that would be awesome. If you want to watch more NBA videos like this, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day, guys, and cue that music. If you're still here while the music is cued, here are two videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. I mean, personally, I think the one on the left might be more your style, but the one on the right looks pretty awesome too. Click one, let me know what you think, and again, have an awesome day.